Hello guys, welcome back to ESENtaxa. Andrea Papito here, and in this video I have to tell you the strategy to cash out all your capital gains tax-free if you are living in Europe, if you are realizing gains out of your cryptocurrency, because as we're registering this video, the cryptocurrencies basically are skyrocketing, especially the Bitcoin. And you might wonder which is the best jurisdiction in which I can move my tax residency and cash out tax-free my gains. Now, in certain countries in Europe, next year in 2025, there will be a rising of taxes on cryptocurrencies, capital gains, such as Italy. They will put this crazy 42% tax, flat tax on capital gains. I hope it won't be approved, but so far there are no step backwards, so the government will go straight to this direction. And also, if you're living in another country, in Europe, in Germany, in France, in Spain, so other jurisdictions, and you want to cash out your capital gains, your cryptocurrencies, capital gains on cryptocurrencies tax-free, we have here a jurisdiction that you can exploit in the heart of Europe for this purpose. I'm not just talking about cryptocurrency capital gains, but capital gains in general. So any kind of capital gains that you have realized, also selling the share of a company, for example. So you're owner of a company, you are selling those shares, most probably your company grew, or you have a holding company that holds multiple business all around Europe, and you want to basically cash out everything, you want to sell your business. Now, before telling you which is the jurisdiction, I just want to remind you that here in ESENtaxa we help people to understand how to optimize their taxes, how to reduce their taxes if you want to relocate to a specific jurisdiction, and we are a #1 channel that in English language explains how to move in a European jurisdiction to achieve this goal. We also provide consultancy services with 1 hour call, 2 hours call, or a tax simulation that allows you to understand tax-wise. So we virtually put you in that jurisdiction to check your worldwide income, how would be taxed. In the description below the video, you will have our email contact, info@esentaxa.com, and also our Calendly link to book a consultation with us. Now, stay put. I'm going to tell you which is the jurisdiction. The jurisdiction that you might exploit is Belgium. So we already talked about a lot on this channel about the Belgian jurisdiction. Our headquarters of ESENtaxa is incorporated in Belgium, and you can exploit this jurisdiction under certain conditions. I'm going to tell you exactly which are those conditions. First, you have to be able to move freely from a country to another country, which means that you have a family with you. It's very difficult to achieve this strategy, because if you want to switch immediately your tax residency in a span of 6 months from a country to another European country, you have to make sure to remove all your ties from the previous jurisdiction. So technically you should basically move to Belgium, register yourself in one of the Belgian municipality, rent an apartment or purchase a home, whatever things that allows you to create ties with that country. And for 1 year, you will be considered from the Belgian tax authority tax resident there. And make sure that the country from which you're coming from, you're not anymore tax resident. And once you're a Belgian tax resident, you can cash out all your capital gains tax-free. And then you can basically stay in Belgium or move back to your original country or move somewhere else places. Okay? So that's the strategy. It works only if you want to cash a lot of money, so based on your personal situation. So if you say, okay, I have millions of euros in capital gains that I've realized, of course it would make sense to spend some money on renting an apartment in that country, cut your ties in the country from which you're coming from. Of course, you don't have to sell everything in the country you're coming from, but you basically have to remove or reduce as much as possible your ties. And here in ESENtaxa, we are help you to understand how to do that legally without any issues with any tax authorities. So you have €1 million of capital gains to cash out, you move to this jurisdiction, you cash out, and then you go back to your country. That's the strategy you can do when you have a really huge capital gains that you have realized, and you don't want to give half of it to any given state, okay, in European jurisdiction states. So this is the way that we can help you. We can also help you more deeply, not just tax-wise, because since we are physically in Belgium, we can help you also to understand how to register yourself in the commune properly, how to rent an apartment, how to really build technically and physically ties with the Belgian country, and how to cut your previous enough ties in order to be considered for sure Belgium tax resident. So if you're, again, as I said before at the beginning of this video, if you are one of the person that doesn't have family, because the family, I already tell you in advance, is not possible easily, unless you move with the entire family in Belgium, otherwise you cannot do it if you're bound by marriage or by your children going to school in that country, so forget about it. But if you're in a situation in which you are alone, you have an online business, probably you have not so much ties, or you can easily cut your ties with the previous country, you can move to Belgium, cash out and go back. It's a strategy that could work, but a case-by-case scenario, a case-by-case consultancy is needed, and here in ESENtaxa we can help people for this specific situation. I just throw this idea here on this video because I know, especially on the cryptocurrency world, things are skyrocketing, a lot of people might make a lot of capital gains, and the European governments understood the game, understood the situation, and they will try to raise their taxes to get as much as possible in their pockets. So they want to finance their state through the capital gains of cryptocurrencies that are skyrocketing in this moment. So you are maybe more smarter than your government, you can switch consultancy legally. I hope I was clear. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned on ESENtaxa, just subscribing in the channel, liking the button and notification bell to be always updated and notified whenever we release this kind of news. Thank you, see you to the next video. Bye.